evaluated Jeanette's speech, and first of all, I think all of us would hopefully agree that it's a wonderful topic, to be able to talk about your mom. And I thought that the way you did that, Jeanette, by having sort of a historical, chronological, history behind your mom, and drawing us in with this story about a woman who we didn't know at that time was your mother. I thought that was very clever and very effective. So that was a good thing. Also, the fact that you came out and talked, as Kathy mentioned with Walt, same thing. You walked around, you had your notes there, but you only used them one time briefly, and that still, I think, was fine. You got everybody drawn in, so by that time we were kind of waiting with bated breath to find out where this was going. So I thought that was very good. The one thing I did notice is when you get a little nervous, you tend to speed up a little bit. And so maybe, one thing is try to be conscious of that a little bit and use the pause. And by the way, that's one of the things you needed to do for vocal variety. And I thought you did that quite a bit, especially in the beginning. I thought it was good. Once you got a little bit nervous, then a little bit less. So it's just something to think about. But that was probably the only real criticism that I would have. Otherwise, I really enjoyed it, and I think people here did too, because it's always wonderful when you can talk about your mom and relate the things that are meaningful to you. But one other thing I was going to mention too is this maybe kind of branches out into some of the other tabletop topics too, but the perspective, being a daughter, your perspective of your mom is probably different in many ways than maybe your brother's perspective. And I thought that was interesting to hear, interesting to me, because I have my perspective of my mother as a son. So I thought that was good too. So very, very nice speech.